And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Howdy everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Guardians of Legends. Guardians of Legends is a game in which you are burying treasure, trying to hide it and let other people find it. You want people to find your treasure in this island. It's a game about giving people clues from one beautiful picture, trying to find where something is hidden amongst a bunch of tiles. I don't know that I've actually seen a game like this before, but let's take a look. At the beginning of the game, you're going to set up the tiles here, different locations randomly. You're also going to draw some large postcards and put them on the board down here near where everyone can see them. Each player is going to get some treasures that are going to be placed in front of them, and along with each of those treasures, you're going to have a random location. So you'll take a look at your first treasure, and you're also going to see the location that that treasure is at. So you can see this is the island that I've hidden this treasure under. I then need to somehow give clues to the other players on these postcards. Is there something here that I can give as a clue to that island? So I'm looking at here, that's a desert island, and it has bones on it, and I'm not quite sure that anything on this postcard will work, so maybe there'll be something on this postcard that might work. Well, maybe not, but there are some flying pterodactyls on that same one, so I might point at that leaf there. And then that's giving everybody a clue. So everyone's going to give clues on these postcards. And then everyone else is, once these postcards are done, you're basically trying to figure out where everyone is. And you're going to put ships down on these areas. Underneath each of your ships is the color of the player who you think is on that spot. We put these down, we reveal them. If someone has landed on your island, they're going to score points. They're going to get gold coins based on the treasure that's there. Some treasures are legends. They'll give you an extra red coin if you discover them. And if you're playing with a certain module, they'll also give you a special ability over the course of the game. If that's not happened, but let's say someone guessed this island here. Well, I can put a token here and say, no, I'm not there, but I'm next to it, which has now narrowed it down to one of these islands. And then in the next round, what we'll do is we'll draw another postcard, and you can put out another clue. And if I had drawn, for example, this postcard, that'd been really great because I would have pointed to the bones on here. After that, you will get rid of the first postcard in line, and essentially the most postcards that will ever be out are 3 postcards. And so players are just going to take turns all together doing this. And when one of the players has 12 coins, and you're going to get coins when other people find your treasures, so you want them to do it, and you'll get coins when you find other people's treasures. Normally you'll get 2 for each of those. So if all 3 of yours are found, you get 6, and you'll need to find 3 other people. But you also get extra red coins, which count towards your total. And the only difference between red coins and yellow coins are tiebreaker at the end, and this is if you find a legend. So if all 3 of mine are found, if 3 or more people find mine, I'll get 3 coins for one of mine, and then if it's a legend, I would get 4. So you can see that it's pretty easy to get to 12. And then whoever has the most coins is the winner. So it's really cool here, and I'm going to try to zoom in and show you the artwork, because the artwork is really kind of the focal point of this game. It's just neat. Each island has various cool features to it. It's really pretty. You put them all together, and it's just a really nice islands. Even more so with these postcards here, as we look at them, and there is a lot of postcards. These are actually quite big. So let me run you through some of the artwork on these. I mean, a lot of these are fantastic postcards that I would put up on my wall. So every game is going to be very different. They have postcards that have a gazillion things in the background. That one looks like it came from Scythe. Now, because the artwork is small, sometimes you might have to move a little bit at the table to try to figure out what someone's pointing at. These are big things, but you might be pointing at something small on the postcard itself. But this is still some fantastic stuff. Really like how this game looks. I mean, it doesn't end here, right? There's just so much of this cool artwork. This is the best part of the game for sure. The coins and the ships and all that, they're fine. I would have honestly dropped these red coins. It's super confusing to explain to people that they're a tiebreaker only. And unfortunately, because they tried to do the game in multiple languages, I can never remember what any of these legends do if you play with that. They have symbology there, but you're better off just looking in the book to see what it does. But overall, fantastic art, good components. This game was rather divisive when I taught it to people. I enjoy it, I'll say it straight up, but I found that a lot of people were ho-hum on it, while others really enjoyed it like me. It depends on how much you like the idea of giving an abstract clue to find another abstract clue. Now, this has been done before in games like Mysterium and such, but this one I felt pretty cool about because if someone misses it, you either put out a token showing you're next to it, or you don't put out a token showing you're not next to it, which is also useful information. And so people will eventually be able to narrow it down given the clues. And sometimes the clues are spot on. And I found the vast variety of postcards mixed with the huge amount of tiles that are there, it makes for a bunch of combinations. Now, whether you play with the legendary objects, special abilities or not, I don't know. And the treasure theme, it's cool, but it's honestly just about looking at these cool pictures and finding the clues for the other ones. The game's also slightly more fiddly than I would prefer it to be with all the little tokens, but at the end of the day, it works out really well. Now, here's a weird thing. Not weird, but it's in the box. You get this thing here, which says, my name's Edward Preston, and I'm the Guardian of Legends. I filled this box with puzzle postcards. As soon as you solve them, you'll be able to find the exact location of the treasure chest of the Guardian of the Legend of the Golden Egg. And this is no joke now. They have hidden an egg somewhere, or they've hidden a chest that gives you the way to get a golden egg worth $250,000. And I'm not seeing much talk about this online at all. It's crazy. I mean, that is a lot of money to put into the promotion of a game. I'm surprised there's more people not talking about it. So you have to go online, it gives you the information, you sign up for it, and then you can look at these cards for clues to find this. It's somewhere in the world physically hidden. I'm guessing it's in Europe, I would imagine, but I don't know. Could be on a deserted island somewhere. I just find it odd that this is not a small prize. $250,000, if you think that's not much money, well then you're quite rich and I admire you. But wow, so that's an interesting side thing. This game's all about that buried treasure. So you might want to buy this to get the clues, I guess. But I just wanted to mention that existed. As it is, though, it's a unique game. I think a lot of people will enjoy it. And I think again, this is one of those games where I think you can tell by me explaining it there, looking at it. If nothing else, these are fantastic pictures, and I would put them up on my walls. I like to get the bigger versions of some of them, something that's like the size of this, I would hang those up somewhere because I think they're really cool. But that's Guardians of Legends. I'm Tom Vasel. I'll talk to y'all next time. Dice Tower Judgment approved.